Hello, hello, hello. We're back on Thursday night when the whole world's watching football apart from us. Another OFAC. Another one. I'm here this time. I've not got parents' evening, so it's all good.
We've got Toy Mafia, whether he's actually watching or just watching the football, but welcome.
He commented at 7:10, so unless he's ultra patient, I don't think he's there.
Yeah. Well, we've apparently got one person watching, so we'll hopefully that'll tick up a bit.
Thanks, Mum.
But if at the end of the day you're watching the football and you watch us on the replay, that's absolutely fine. No problem.
We forgive you. We forgive you.
Yeah.
So, Pete, I think we've got a nice little show today. Not shit tons, but enough.
No.
Enough.
Yeah.
A respectable amount, I think.
It's a shame that here we go. We've got Bob Dylan, we've got caffeinated comic fans. We've got three of them, so that's enough for a party.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, episode 88. It's just a shame that we're that the DeLorean, because we talked about the DeLorean problems last week, and I was just thinking, can we get the DeLorean in again? And I thought, no, we've done that, and obviously the big news is the Luke. So we just kind of missed that by a week, but there's some decent stuff on the show. It's a fairly short one, but. We'll try and keep you interested as usual.
Yep. So look, let's start off with what we normally do. I knew this fortnight. What have we got? What have we picked up? What have we purchased this last couple of weeks, Pete?
That's me, mate. Nothing in. Although I have got that Attack of the Clones Yoda on the way. I've been after one for ages, and I've tried to snag one at a cheaper price, and it's kind of like I've just gone, you know what, I'm just gonna have it. I've got a few bits up coming in. I've also got a Mando Luke, and the Chrome Mando coming in, but I'm probably going to part them out. So hopefully I can kind of make a few quid and put that towards the Yoda.
What are you parting out on the Mando?
All of it.
All of it. I might be after the armour then.
Okay, and most of the Mandalorian Luke as well. I just want the head sculpt.
Okay.
Stick a Return of the Jedi hair on it. Get the head.
You don't want a Predator, do you?
I've got one.
You don't want another one, do you?
No, I did have two. Yeah. No, sorry, mate.
No, it's cool. Cool, but I might tuck you up with the Mando though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, I'll let you know. I should have them early next week, so I'll let you know.
I just want to see what it's like in hand. Like, compare it, even if it's just the armour bits off of it, just to see what it's like with the ones I had painted up. But yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, because everyone's cleaning it up as well, aren't they? Making it super shiny.
But I don't know why Hot Toys bothered weathering it like the way they did. It doesn't. Not once in the show was he like that. The worst that armour ever gets is it's a bit frosted. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't get the pitted shit they put on it.
Yeah, and it's Beskar. It's like you can't destroy it with a lightsaber. It bounces bullets. It's not gonna tarnish like that, is it? It might get mud, or as you say, or frost or ice, but they'll just wipe off, and it's not going to leave any sort of pitting or anything like that, is it? So it's a bit.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Very weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because at some point they had it without it, and it looked perfect, and they went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, unless they've gone Amish or something and went, now we need to put an imperfection in there somewhere. Like, I don't get it. It's just
no, it's an odd one. So yeah. So nothing in at the moment, but there's a few bits sort of on their way. So yeah, there might be some interesting stuff next show. But I have got something here for inside yourself.
Yeah, other than well, I got fuck all apart from the celebration passes came through, which was fucking fantastic because I started to see people get theirs through on the Monday, and I was like, oh, that means ours will turn up. Up, and then a couple of days later, lo and behold, a unassuming brown envelope turned up with our passes in.
Fantastic.
Which was great. I've only just registered them just before we came on the show, because you get this little slip that says enter in this web address and go on, register them. Then if they get lost or stolen beforehand, you can get you can get a replacement. If you don't, then you ain't getting them. So I was like, okay, we really have to do that just in case, because I'd be the biggest cunt in the world if I didn't and I lost them. So, but I went to go on, wouldn't let me register for a good 3 days. The site just, you type the link in, it just took you to where you buy the tickets, and I was like, I've got a ticket, I just want to register it.
Yeah.
So yeah, tried it before we came on.
Yeah, no, it's been good seeing everybody's passes and that, and really nice designs. Good artwork and stuff. They're different for every day, and the VIP ones and stuff like that. So I joined. Lee Ward's got a celebration group. Messenger. There's quite a few guys in there, so I joined that, and people were posting up pictures of their passes and stuff. So so it's getting real, baby.
Yeah, it's funny because because like we said, we just want to go and have a wander around, look at a few bits and pieces. Not really into the panels and stuff, but you get bombarded with emails.
Agenda or anything.
No. Yeah. No, you just get bombarded going, queue up for Fast Pass here, or sign up for this to get into this, or sign up to get into that. And I'm like, I don't know what any of it means, and they don't do a very good job of actually describing what it is.
No.
So I've just gone, I'm going to turn up and see what's there on the day.
I think that's very much. I think the number one greatest thing is that the two greatest names in 1/6 collectible podcasting will finally meet in person for the first time ever. So that's
Zach and Dean are going, are they?
Yeah, that's the number one priority, and then number two is meeting everybody else that we know or listens to us or that we listen to. That's going to be really cool, meeting up with people. Wander around, look at the stalls. I understand the Sideshow aren't there, so we're not going to see any new hot toys or anything like that. But there will be, like, Hasbro will be there and all that sort of thing, and there'll be a lot of vintage and new stuff. So that'd be good. And just hang out really, just and be quite relaxed, not worrying about rushing off to here or having to queue for 4 hours to see Ewan McGregor or something like that.
I had a look at. I was tempted by a couple of autographs and photos for about 2 seconds till I saw the price and went, no.
Yeah. Who do you think? I was looking at them all today. Who do you think is charging the most for their signature?
I reckon it's going to be someone like Hayden Christensen, someone like that.
No, he's 200 or 210.
Yeah, because photos for him were around that.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor's 250. Wow. And I thought he was going to be the most expensive, but somebody's edged him out by 10 quid, and it is.
It's not
the
Lando,
legend.
Is
it? It is. Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams.
260 quid.
Fucking hell.
Carl Weathers is like 250 as well, I think. But
yeah.
I was like, Billy D. He's gone in. I'm the boy. I'm going to just go 10 quid more than anybody else.
Fuck's sake. Because he's only there 2 days, I think. He's only there the Friday and the Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of them are. The only one that I think's there all 4 days is Ian McDiarmid. So he's obviously strapped for cash. So
he's a local boy as well, isn't he? So he's probably no aggro for him.
Yeah, he's gonna.
He get the train home at the end of the day and get mobbed.
He's gonna milk it. So yeah. It's, it'd be cool to see, like, if you just catch a glimpse of anyone wandering around or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know sort of how much presence they have on the show floor, whether they kind of just.
I bet they don't have any because they just get absolutely.
They get
swamped.
mobbed, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Dante, we might do a bit.
Yeah.
But not loads, and we'll probably do some videos that we do after.
Yeah, we've got no idea whether there's any like Wi-Fi provision or anything there to start with, so we're at the mercy of like 4G and stuff like that. But at the very least, we will shoot some video and then we'll upload it to YouTube and the channel and stuff. So definitely. I think
if we do anything that's going to be like on like while we're there, it will probably go straight onto the group. So make sure you're part of auxiliary because that's where we dump a load of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it. Yeah. So we don't want to shoot our load too early about celebration. So let's have a look at new releases. So we've got the quarter scale Batman. This is the Dark Knight version, 490 quid. I really like this.
Oh,
I
it
think
looks beautiful.
this is
Yeah.
just fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not big into quarter scale. I've got the quarter scale Vader.
Yep.
I got rid of all my Bell Batman stuff. Otherwise, this would have been very tempting.
Yeah, but then this
very
would be
tempting.
you could have this just as a one-off to represent, because obviously you wouldn't have fitted in really with the 6 scale stuff anyway. So it's a good excuse to go. Actually, I've got rid of all the Dark Knight stuff, but this would do just to as a showpiece kind of thing. I think the face the face sculpts on the cow look fantastic. Like that picture on the right looks like a movie still. It's fantastic.
I always like the quarter scale stuff that they do is really good. They really, really know how to take advantage of that extra scale, the extra size.
Yes.
Because even their Vader, like looking at their 6 scale Vaders and looking at the quarter scale and everything you get in there and all the extra detail, it's just fantastic. They really do knock it out of the park with the quarter scales.
I've never had one in hand, but they do look fantastic, and the Vader's really cool. A lot of people saying they want a quarter scale Luke now to go with their Vader for the for the 40th anniversary.
If they did that, I'd have to get it.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
I'd have to get it and match it up. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Problem is they never nail his face. They never nail.
No, this is the thing. Yeah, it could make it look worse because if you've not got a good Hamill sculpt, and then you blow it up to.
We should probably move on to Hot Toys Mando Luke, because this is exactly what I mean. So for 280 quid, you can have this. A Donny Osmond looking Luke Skywalker. Everything about this is fantastic. It's the hair. I just think the hair just... And don't get me wrong, CGI Luke looked like a fucking train crash anyway, so perfect. But I just... There's something about it that just...
It is completely the hair, because I thought, when I saw this, I was like, I don't like it. But then as soon as I've seen any pictures with any of the Return of the Jedi or even the Snowspeeder hair piece, it looks bright. It looks great. It's just that Ken hair. It just takes everything away from it. But hood up
someone put a picture of all the sculpts next to each other with the hair off of all of them. And I could not tell the difference between this and the Snowspeeder one. They looked identical, apart from the paint was better on this one.
Yes. And obviously this has got the movable eyes is the main.
I think the best one I saw was probably the windswept hair on this.
Yeah, the windswept hair looks good. People saying that it makes the forehead look a little bit high. I don't know if it sits slightly differently than on the.
Probably Well, to be fair,
not
these
much,
sculpts have got quite a big. The hair kind of looks like it starts here.
Yeah. So it might only be like a millimetre or so out, but obviously it makes that look a little. But with the with either the ones that go over on the forehead like that, the Snowspeeder or the Jedi one look fantastic. So
so if I didn't have a Luke I was happy with, I'd be after it.
Yeah, so I've ordered one, and I'm just looking at keeping the sculpt and parting out all the bits for it. So. Because I think it's that good. I wasn't convinced before, but now I think with the right hair and the right kind of pose with the eyes, it looks really good. So
the easiest way to do that, Dante, to get the hair, is to buy the third-party knockoff sculpts, buy the recast sculpts and take the hair off of it. It need a repaint, but that's probably the easiest way to get their hair pieces.
I think so. Yeah,
but I really like this. This is great.
Yeah, I do really like the outfit as well, and I don't have anything against the figure. I'd like to keep the figure, but I just want it for the head really. And
problem is, if you've got Return of the Jedi Luke,
it's
a lot of money just to get that extra head.
It is, yeah, and the outfit is nice because it's like the proper sort of Jedi with the the more samurai with the pleats and stuff. It does look really nice, but I'm not passionate enough about the him being in the It was brilliant that he's in the Mandalorian, but I don't need a representation of him in the Mandalorian as well as in Jedi. So I'm getting it for the skull. But I think it's a banger figure, and if you haven't got the Return of the Jedi one, be on this all day. Obviously, the only caveat is that it's even though this one's fairly bare bones, 'cause I've just gone with the one without the trooper body, because I haven't got anything. It's still over 2 kilograms because it's a big box, because it's DX. So it's cost me about 40 quid to get it shipped. But I thought, fuck it, and I want to see it. So it's great figure. And I think everybody's really happy with it. I haven't seen anybody that's not been happy with it. So
kicked off about it.
Yeah,
I've just turned my camera off because I think my computer's having a fit. But
okay.
I love this. I think this looks fantastic.
Yeah. Because people Punisher XS says the new Bespin Luke is the better head sculpt. But I thought that they were going to. Somebody was saying that they were going to use this one and update that one.
To be honest, I think they're the fucking same. It's just slightly different. It's just painted slightly better. I don't think they're different.
No, and I think because of the hair throws this one off so much. That it can make the sculpts look completely different, and maybe that's where the Bespin's better, because it's got a more realistic looking hair piece. I mean, his hair's always been dodgy. Nobody's saying that it isn't, but this one's just a bit too.
I think the problem with this, if you look at that middle picture, if you have a look at where his kind of parting is, it looks it's because it's so very defined. It looks it's Kendall hair. That's what it reminds me of.
Exactly. That's
that, and I think that's what throws it off. All the other hair you get doesn't quite look as bad. I mean, look at the amount of shadow that's cast down above his right ear and all the way up past his eye. That's a big ass gap. That doesn't help, because it just makes him look. He makes him look as though he's Ken from Toy Story.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the problem. That's what I instantly think about. And the sculpt is shame, because the sculpt itself is actually really good. It's just the hair just throws it off.
Yeah, so that's why it's part of my thinking that I mean, I might get the figure and decide that I love it and I want to keep it, and I'll just have different. And I've got the hairpiece to put on it, but the plan, because I swapped some stuff around, because I had that Endor Luke that I've got from you. That you kit bashed together, and it had the horrible gritted teeth.
Yeah,
which
that's
isn't
it.
awful, but it's the weakest of the Lukes and of the Jedi era Lukes. So I thought what I'd do is I'd swap it out with my spare Snowspeeder one. So I've got that on him there, and that looks better. And then the gritted teeth one is on my custom Snowspeeder Luke, so he's kind of side on with the helmet on, so you don't really notice it. But I plan on putting this one probably on the Endor Luke, and then putting the Snowspeeder one back on the Snowspeeder one. It's cool. No, it's a nice figure.
Yeah, they've done well with that.
I mean, obviously the whole lightsaber thing's still a bit disappointing. A lot of people had it in their head that this was going to be the first one with USB, but it's not. I believe that was the Obi-Wan from the Kenobi show is the first one. And not that that's going to be super bright anyway. But the issue with this, I was just watching Justin's unboxing of this today, and because they've gone with a green, it's got a green LED in it. There's virtually no colour in the blade at all. They're almost completely, there's very little green in there, so it kind of hurts it if you're just having it not turned on or anything. I mean, you've got a green LED, but still paint the blade. But they've been getting paler and paler over the years, because some of the old ones I've got, say even back to the DX07, that blade is proper blue. It's full on.
Yeah, you can see it when it's not lit up. I mean, you can get Tamula do clear.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what I use on my CCFLs. But why should you have
Yeah.
to?
No, exactly. I mean,
It's
that's
not going
the
to hurt
problem.
it. Yeah.
Back when
You
these
wouldn't
were
lose
like
anything.
under 200 quid. All
Yeah.
right, I'd fuck about. I'd do that.
Yeah.
But considering you're paying near enough 300 quid for this fucker, you think, for fuck's sake, I shouldn't have to do basic bits like that.
And it's not like it's if they're thinking that if it's too green, it's going to block the light out, because the light does fuck all. It lights up about an inch of the near the hilt, and then so it's a bit disappointing. I think if you don't ever plan to light it up anyway, and he's sort of standing there and he looks like he's got a clear saber blade. So yeah, it's a bit odd. I mean, it doesn't bother me because obviously I was knock up a CCFL anyway. So I've already made Yoda's one for him, so he's ready for that. But apart from that, really good figure. Obviously, you get a Grogu with him as well.
They fucking throw those things out with everything now.
Yeah.
Like everything gets a Grogu.
They do. Although this is apparently this is
Quarter
the same
scale
one
Batman came with a fucking Grogu.
Did he really?
Yeah, everything came with it.
Of course. This is the same one that came with Ahsoka. So he's got swappable arms and posable arms, because I think some of them are just solid, aren't they? I think the one with Mando.
Yeah, the ones I have
hasn't got any
are
articulation.
just solid.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Very
Cool.
Good figure.
So while we're on sci-fi, let's have a look at X06 7 of 9 then. 200 quid. Every schoolboy's fantasy, this. This had a specially designed body and everything. I think this looks pretty good. I'm just not a fan of the gold hair.
No.
And the giant forehead.
Yeah. I think I don't think it's bad. I think possibly the paint might be a little bit soft. And gold hair. I think with a little bit of work, you could make it look really strong. I think the body's good, the proportions are good. The outfit's fantastic. It all looks good.
Don't get me wrong, I like it.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be upset with it.
No.
I think you could just bring out a bit more of the sort of lightness in the sculpt with a little bit of work. I think they're good. Because those ridges are actually underneath they're on the body. So.
It's a completely brand spanking new body. It's not an off the shelf job.
So again, I suppose it's going to be those normal X06 issues that they're probably going to say there aren't any spares, and if like with the Kirk, because I think because they developed the body specially, they probably got a certain number of bodies, so they might have a few to swap out, but once they're gone,
It's
gone.
gone.
Thing. Yeah, which is a bit of a risk with X06, but then that's part of their USP, isn't it? That they have these short windows to order, and they have fairly small runs, and if you want it, you got to get in on it and hope that you. And I don't know of anybody that's had many issues with them, any of the figures, to be honest.
I've never heard people going absolutely off on them because it's all to shit.
All it is like sometimes there's a bit of stitching's not quite straight, or a badge isn't quite straight or something like that. It's very minor things that
it's never anything too
serious.
No.
But no, I like it. It's good. It's good. I mean, obviously they've gone quite deep onto Voyager already. I think it's probably got more figures than any of the other.
Considering arguably, it's probably one of the worst Star Trek series.
I'm not a fan. No.
Do you watch Lower Decks?
No, you keep telling me to watch it,
mate. It's on Amazon. I've been watching it with Alfie. He probably is way too young for it, but it's getting him into Star Trek. But it's fantastic. It's really, really good. It's because I'm a big fan of like adult animation. Like I like stuff like Big Mouth. I like stuff like Family Guy. I like South Park. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. So having something like that that's in the Star Trek universe where they're actually like poking fun at certain things is fantastic, because you'll sit and watch it and they say something and you'll go, oh fuck yeah, that's weird. Why the fuck do they do that? But it's really good. Well worth watching if you ever get a chance to.
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, I mean, I
worth
never got on with Voyager, but I think we've got Chakotay's coming up soon as well. So there's quite a few.
And the good thing about the figure is he will be absolutely emotionless, exactly like the actual actor. So it will be perfect. Yeah. Don't be anything wrong.
So you don't need to pose him as long as the face looks all
right.
No.
Just get him to stand in the background doing fuck all, and he's perfect.
I am absolutely loving Picard.
I need to watch the last episode. I've watched them all apart from the last one. Loving it.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Brilliant. Really, really good. Yeah. That's a Friday treat, that is. Very much enjoying that. And it's better than Mandalorian at the moment, unfortunately.
See, I'm quite liking how slow Mando is at the moment.
Yeah.
But nothing's, what we like 3-4 episodes in and nothing really has happened.
Now.
4, yeah. Not a lot's actually gone on. I'm liking to see.
But I'm
a little bit disappointed he's gone back, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit of a. I was thinking, okay, because these guys are not nice people. They weren't in the Clone Wars.
And I think a lot of his appeal is that he was like the nomad and he was wandering about and doing his own thing, and it's not quite as good with him. If he was off just like Bo-Katan, that'd be alright. But some of them are like bellends, aren't they? Especially as
previously,
he's a bit Mick.
Yeah. It's it's just some of it you kind of go, all right, fair enough. But it's I'm hoping it kicks off big time soon.
Yeah,
because obviously more Mando.
And I'm really not off. I mean, they're not the first show to do it, obviously, but I hate these fluctuating run times. It does my head in.
Yeah.
You go from having an hour and 5 1 week to 25 minutes the next one. And I know they're trying to cut it up into sort of story arc bits, but I don't know. It's just annoying. Not a fan.
Is it that difficult to have a consistent runtime? Like, people seem to have managed it for years.
Well, no, people have been doing it for years, haven't they? Yeah. No. I think somebody thought it was like clever at some point, and then it seems that Mando, Book of Boba, Last of Us, they're all doing it now. Last of Us not so bad, but they still do. They still are odd, Whereas like Picard, it's a good solid, 50 minutes.
You know what you're in for.
55 minutes every week. Yeah, exactly. You can sit down and know you got a good hour of entertainment, not like 20 minutes, okay. Wait till next week. So 709's good. I'm not sure what the next one is. I know Chakotay has been up for pre-order. I don't know. I think it's got a bit quiet really on it in terms of pre-orders for XO6. But I think they're gonna open the floodgates soon, and I'm hoping that the Ruther Khan stuff is gonna go up this year.
Yeah. They need to start pulling out some of those things that people have been waiting for.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
I love you, Lane. Look at that. It's the wonderful bricks, Pete, and you're in capitals. I don't know what that is, but Pete and Ian.
Pete and Ian. Yeah. Right, up and coming. Let's have a look at this sorry state of affairs. Hot Toys Kang. This is going to set you between 190 quid to 250 quid, depending on what version you get. It's out in 2024 Q2 to Q3. When I first saw this, I went, I quite like that. It looks really good. And then someone put a side by side with the actor back when he's got kind of the bluish type face on and his normal face, and I went, oh, okay. It's like some of the others we spoke about where it looks fantastic, and I'm not taking anything away from the figure. It does look really good.
Yeah.
But as soon as you put what it's meant to look like next to it, you go, why is his face a completely different colour? Like, the photo I saw, his face was more of a... It just wasn't that colour. It wasn't this greeny blue. It was more blue, I think.
No. Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't really pay much attention to it in the film, but apparently that's like a visor But the way they've done it here is they've given you a separate head and with the blue colour. But yeah, I think as you say, like on face value, you look at it, you think that's a fantastic figure. It looks really good and everything. But sometimes you put it side by side with the actual on-screen footage, and like, oh, actually. But I think sometimes that doesn't, like I was saying when the show last week with Shane, that the Ahsoka's not bang on, but it's still a fantastic Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And to me, it wouldn't bother me that it wasn't like 100% Rosario Dawson, because it's a fantastic representation of that character.
You
there's
walk
other
in a room and
that
you
are a
know
lot
who
more,
it looks like.
Yeah. And I said, she's only been doing it for 5 minutes compared to the ones that I care about, that I need them to look as close as possible. The OT ones, Luke, Han, Leia.
Yeah.
Because they're so ingrained, in me. But someone like Ahsoka, or whatever, okay, brilliant character, but I'm not emotionally invested in it. So actually, as long as it looks good, I'm happy with it. So again, with this, I think he was all right in the film. I mean, I think he's got a lot more to come. I think he's going to be like the big bad, isn't he? I think for the foreseeable. I assume he's in, or he's something to do with the Guardians that's coming in a couple of months.
I think he's just going to pop up in everything, and they're going to get him into everything they can. So I mean, it looks good. I'm not into Marvel anymore, but he does look quite good.
Yeah, but on the right there we have the little tease of MODOK. I'd be very surprised if they make him, because it's a very odd character, but it would be funny to see it.
I mean, they made King Shark. Let's not forget that they have done stuff like that, and they made fucking Winnie the Pooh and Wiglet. So nothing, Piglet. So nothing's off the table.
Piglet. Yeah. So you're basically going to have, like, behind that mask, you're going to have, I suppose, what's probably like a 1/3 or 1/4, 1/2 scale head, with a basically just
very
like
flat-looking head though.
Yeah.
To make it realistic, they would have to print it off on the shittest inkjet printer known to man.
It would have no features. It would just be like a ball with a with a low res.
It would just be that, and it would be fine. Like
and it sort of
they did him
slightly,
dirty, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, it cracked me up. I found it hilarious, and like me and the boy were just pissing ourselves. But yeah, I'm not sure I'd want a character, a figure of him.
No, no chance, no chance. But that's the big bad. That's Kang. Yeah. So Premier Toys are at it again with Mars Rescue, and they say 130 quid at Q3 2023. So this year.
Yeah, and it looks brilliant.
Yeah, for 130 quid, that looks fucking bang on.
Yeah,
like it. I mean, I've not seen the film, so I wouldn't pick it up.
But it's a decent film, but it's not something that I've ever felt that I needed representation of on my shelf, because it's kind of quite a
very niche, isn't it?
Like a worthy kind of film. It's not, it's but I did enjoy it, and the suit's cool, and for that money, you get, well, I think if you pre-order, you get 2 head sculpts. You get like the non-bearded, and then the bearded with the cap on. And it's funny, isn't it? Because and a lot of other people have said it as well. But the 2 pictures of him with the helmet on look like dog shit. It doesn't look like him at all. But the one without the helmet looks fantastic.
Looks good. Yeah.
So
I just can't help but just see in my head. I'm just going, Matt Damon.
Yeah, I know. Maybe worth getting just to do that, just to say that to him every day. But no, look, I mean, the suit looks great and all the stuff you get with it and everything. So I think if this is something you're after, you can't go wrong with that.
Oh, for 130 quid, it's got loads of fucking kit bashing potential there.
Yeah, definitely.
There's plenty there.
And Premier Toys, they're one of the sort of the up and coming third parties, aren't they? With So and Present Toys, and they've got some good These guys are a little bit earlier on in their journey.
Premier
but,
toys they're always a little bit more hit and miss than some of the other ones, but when they nail it, they nail it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
but no, it's good. It's good to see some variety. Definitely.
Yeah. So we've also got the Mars toys, the Enchanter. So Kent Nielsen, Dr. Fate to everyone else. 150 quid at Q3 2023. So this is really, really good for people who want a slightly stoned looking Pierce Brosnan. Or if you're desperate to do your Mamma Mia collection, you can really get him in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what you can see there where he had the laser surgery to reattach his hair.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why they've decided just to give him liver spots around the top of his hair, or like he's got nits, or like a really horrible lice infection.
Much,
yeah, it's just the more I look at it, the more I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? But for for 100, I mean, the thing is, you look at this, you get all of that for 150 quid. The Premier one, you get way more for 130.
Yeah, and ultimately, this is an old man in a lounge in a smoking jacket and the trousers, and we've talked about this before. How many guys in suits do you want? I mean, the head sculpt.
Yeah.
It's not dreadful, but it's not great, and I think, as you say, the paintwork's kind of letting it down a bit.
Considering how much Mars Toys have absolutely fucking killed it lately.
Yeah.
This is just a little bit disappointing. Like the last couple of releases that they've had have really set the bar quite high.
Yeah, maybe we've got to just realise that there's going to be some turds amongst the bangers, and
yes,
that's
yeah.
So we're okay with that kind of thing.
Yeah. So
somebody else, there's another company doing the actual costumed version, isn't there? I forget who it is.
Yes, yeah, there is. Yeah.
So at least you got two options there if you Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. Yeah. If you turn his helmet upside down, it's just full of fried chicken.
Nice. Might get him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I probably haven't got anything nice to say about this either. This is the Star Race Toys Apollo Creed. They've teased it. I don't know what Star Race Toys are doing because
I know.
You look at renders for stuff that really talented people have done, and they make it, and somewhere along the lines, they arse it up. Now, the best sculpt here is the one where he's got two black eyes and he's got the head guard on. That
and his mouth guarded.
Yeah, that looks okay. But I wouldn't know who it was if it was on the shelf.
No.
And like we pointed out in the chat, like having that generic Thyssen body for everything really throws it off. Like, I know he was a big guy, but it just makes the head look really small. Like it's just. I mean, the head is very round.
I mean, the picture on the far left looks alright. The one in the middle doesn't, and I don't know. The one in the middle's got a slight kind of render look to it. I don't know what's up with it. It looks better on the left-hand one. So I don't know if there's just something odd going on there with. I mean, obviously, it doesn't fit his body type. It's obviously. But then there's a lot of money involved in making a specific body. I mean, I ask Andy with the Ryu, and I think you put in a lot of eggs in one basket to kind of go full pelt on that and go, right, okay, this body is actually modelled on Apollo Creed's because Rocky's a great franchise, and it's funny because I've been rewatching all the movies lately. And I've really got into it again. I've just watched the.
I've purposely not done it because I know I suddenly want a load of Rocky figures.
Yeah, I know, but not from Star Race. No.
No.
Yeah, I just watched the recut of Rocky 4, the Rocky versus Drago. Really good. So it's not it's not something I'd be looking to get because I just don't think. I mean, I wouldn't touch anything from Star Wars with a barge pole, even if it looked fantastic on here. I wouldn't. You know, they've been really bad. They're on a big downhill slide, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got 3 versions as well. I mean, they're going all out on this. So you've got the deluxe one comes with the second head sculpt and the the training suit. It's keen to point out there that you don't get 2 bodies. It's just an outfit. Then you've got the normal version and the special. So it's funny, this thing that was standard and normal. I mean, it's both the same thing, but normal's like the mid tier. So you get the massive great hat and the like the jacket waistcoat thing that he comes in with, and the stand-up one just comes with his basic gear, but no idea on prices or anything at the moment. I don't know that they've actually gone up for.
No, I'd look.
They're going to be way overpriced for what they are.
Oh,
judging by the price of those fucking The Boys figures, these are going to be shocking. I think.
Yeah. I can't see how. I don't know who's buying their stuff.
No.
I don't know how they're a company that have stayed afloat.
No.
Like the Harry Potter stuff was good. That got a little bit ropey towards the end.
In
but then after that,
days,
yeah. After that, they just don't. They just seem to have. Stuff goes in, like good ideas go in, good designs go in, and then they somehow manage to arse it up on the way out.
Yeah, and you'd think. I mean, I say it's. I don't know why they'd go with Apollo first. I suppose because they feel if they go with Rocky first, people just want Rocky and they won't buy anybody else. So you kind of tease people with this. And Apollo's a great character. I mean, he's Carl Weathers is fantastic, and but obviously you've got Clubber Lang, and you've got Drago and stuff. So there's good potential there, but not in Star Race's hands, I feel.
I cannot wait for someone to put those hands on this body and realise that those are the hands of a white man. And go, what the fuck is going on?
Oh wow! Yeah, I only just noticed that. You only get that in the deluxe version.
It's shit like that really annoys me with them.
I mean, that's beyond like just being. That's bad, isn't it? That's
just lazy beyond all belief. Like, we just chuck a normal set of hands.
That, it's kind of like it's kind of racist in a way. It's sort of. I mean, it's just like I mean, I've never noticed that, but that's shocking.
Chances are, people are going to have this with the boxing gloves on. You don't buy a boxing figure and don't put the boxing gloves on. But it just looks really fucking weird. Like the skin tone is completely different. It's fucking mental, absolutely mad. So that was Apollo Creed for anyone who's mental and wants to buy it. But Present Toys are also doing the Wasteland Ranger. They've teased another Mad Max because that's what the world needs is more Mad Max.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure, because when Steve put this up, I was like, is this a new one? I'm sure I've seen this before. But
I could have sworn they'd done one.
But apparently they have. No, they haven't. What? Not at all.
Was it Premier Toys who did the last one? Not Present Toys.
It's confusing. Yeah. So I think I assume this is a new one. I mean, it's up. It's up in the 50 numbers, so that seems about right for where they are.
Yeah. I mean, objectively, it looks like a good figure. The sculpt looks good. The clothing looks great. You know, Present Toys tend to behave themselves and do some good stuff. Yeah. So I've got nothing there to make me go, oh, I don't know about that. But it's just it's a film I'm just not interested in. So I never have it.
Me neither. I saw it at the cinema. I've never watched it again. I've never really felt the need to. It was okay. Tom Hardy was good, but not something that I'd want to pick up. But I mean, it's going to be in that decent price range, sort of 150, 160. So you're going to get a whole lot for your money. Obviously, you can see that there. So if it's your thing, then it's probably going to be a decent figure.
Yeah, And then we got John Wick. He's been teased for the new film.
Yes,
another guy in a suit. They dusted off that cyberpunk head sculpt and shoved it on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, up until I saw this, I didn't even realise there was going to be another John Wick film. I think I stopped watching
only
after
because
two.
I've seen the trailers for it. I mean, yeah, I'm not a massive fan, although some of the reviews I've seen for this are saying and it's awesome. So I don't know.
I mean,
and I don't know who the other. Yeah,
I've got nothing against the films. Like you leave your brain at the door. You're watching a spectacle. Yeah. No problem with that. I've only seen two, and one and two. Not I've only seen number two.
I think
But in my head, I'm thinking he's gone a bit mental just because someone killed his dog. And don't get me wrong, it's a lovely dog, but 4 films worth of revenge.
Yeah, no, and for me, it's just overload. It's great fun seeing 5 minutes of someone doing like all this like advanced gunplay and close combat and everything, but I just get bored of it after that, and it's like 2 hours of just that pretty much. So I just found it like just overkill, just overload for the same thing. But I know that it's very popular. So people are saying that's Donnie Yen. I was hoping it was going to be Lovejoy, but I thought not with that body, not with that body. That's not.
Shane,
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane. That's it.
Yeah. I thought that's not him. Yeah. So that's a shame because that would be good. But
yeah. I mean, looking in the comments, I should probably go back and rewatch them. But I have so much I need to watch.
I think I was watching I started watching the third one when it came on Netflix, and I don't mind, but just kind of there's only so much of that gunplay combat. Like they were in some sort of museum, and they was just picking up like axes and everything. Every time it was like, oh, there's another cabinet there, or what weapons are in there. And to me, I just get a bit bored of it. But they're well done for what they are. But Lovejoy, not a lot of people. One for the Brits there.
Yeah.
He'll always be Lovejoy.
Dodgy.
He'll always be Lovejoy.
Yeah, dodgy art dealer. He'll always be. Yeah. He'll always be that, won't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no details on that. Just this tease yesterday. So it'd be another very nice suit there for Keanu. But yeah, apart from that.
So this next one, when it first got on there, I misread it completely. And I didn't read it as Michael Goff. I read it as Michael Gove. And I was like, who wants a figure of Michael Gove? So this is
to be fair, on the left, that does look a bit like Michael Gove.
It does a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird. But
so, yeah, Hot Toys, an actual proper Alfred. The Alfred. The OG Alfred.
The Alfred, yeah, definitely.
The Alfred. Yeah, I've got this. This would be... If they nail it, it would be great. Because...
Yeah,
they're on a bit of a roll, Mars Toys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apart from the other one we spoke about.
Yeah, apart from Pierce Brosnan. Yeah.
Apart from that one, their Batman stuff is really good. So
yeah, the Keaton was good. The Bruce Wayne was good.
Yeah, what is quite nice is it's nice to see a third party company that's not just recasting stuff. Now, there was obviously a bit of that with one of their Jokers, but it's nice to see stuff like this where, as far as I'm aware, this isn't a recast or something. It's something that they've come up with.
Yeah, Mark says it is another guy in a suit. I mean, there's always that sort of thing, but to most of us, he is Alfred. I don't think anybody's surpassed him.
And this is a smart move.
I think the nose the nose is a bit big, and the jaw's a little bit wide, but I think with a bit of tweaking, it'd be pretty strong. Yeah, well, with the re-release of the '89, or you've got the Batman Forever, Batman and Robin just come out, so it's a good time to be getting on that Batman train, I think.
Lane with the super chat. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, thanks, Lane. And Jazzy's got he's working on the '95. The Batman Forever car as well, so this would be a good figure, and it won't break the bank either. So so go on, read Lane's question out.
So Lane's just asked for the Return of the Jedi Filthy Earth. Who you guys want from Hot Toys? I would love an official Han Solo, but don't think we're going to get it. I think we will get a Leia in disguise. We get a Bouche Leia.
The Bouche, yeah, Bouche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
I think we get a new Return of the Jedi Luke. That would be on the cards. We get another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll probably get a C. I'd like to think we would probably get another C-3PO.
Well, they haven't. They've only done It's only the Attack of the Clones, isn't it? That they've done.
Yeah.
That Hot Toys have done. So that would be good because that would tick a lot of boxes off because obviously
I think
there's nothing
realistically. I think we're after. I think they will go Skiff Lando.
Do you think so? Because Sideshow have done it, and that wasn't a bad figure.
No, I reckon they will. They'll do that because I'm thinking about figures they've already got sculpts for. So they'll polish off Bespin and they'll redress it. They use the same sculpts on that. We will get another Luke Skywalker with the 3 different looks for him.
Yeah,
they'll update that, and I think we'll get a C-3PO and Bouche Leia because they use the same head sculpts that they've used.
I'd love it if we did get a C-3PO.
And obviously Vader with the with the short scale.
Yeah, the
because they've already got
down.
that. They're just scaled
scale.
Down. Yeah. I think that'd be it. I don't think we get much more than that.
No. What am I thinking? I mean, there's obviously a lot of figures that, and zero chance we get a hand cunts. Yeah, I think the hand ship has sailed. I think that there's something obviously has gone on there, and Harrison Ford's just told them to fuck off.
Yeah,
and the fact there's no indie from Hot Toys either, so they haven't got anything. There's no pans in the fire there, which is a shame as well. People say they want a Gamorrean guard, but Hot Toys don't really do those, background characters and stuff.
I'm genuinely surprised we haven't had a Mando version because they seem to do those characters.
Oh, they were weird though, weren't they? Yeah, they were weird.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I can't think of anything. I mean, obviously, a Jedi Chewie would look good, but I don't know if they'll go back and do Chewie again because they did the Force Awakens one and it was bad, and they've not touched him since. Maybe, I mean, a General Lando would be brilliant in his General's outfit from the Attack on the Death Star. That would be good. Maybe a Nien Nunb, but they're all sort of side characters that I probably wouldn't have room for anyway. I think in terms of the main ones, apart from the Han, we've kind of got a lot of that covered. We've got the Scout Trooper already. We've got. I mean, do you think they'll reissue the Emperor and the guards and?
Yeah, but I forgot about the Emperor. Yeah, probably get a newer version of the Emperor. Yeah. Where they actually finish painting the head sculpts would be nice.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we'll see a couple of new figures which use recycled head sculpts, and we'll see reissues of stuff that we've already had.
Yeah. Imperial Officer. Yeah, that would be good because they've never done, apart from Tarkin, they've never kind of done any. Yeah, ATST driver would be good.
But Hot Toys generally don't do. If it's got a face and it's not behind a helmet, generally they base it on a named character rather than an officer.
Yeah, because I mean, I keep every time I see a TIE fighter on screen on Mando, I keep screaming, "Bring out a bloody TIE fighter pilot!" Hot Toys, but they haven't yet.
No.
So, because they're the main things, the figures that are missing for my collection that I want. I want a TIE fighter pilot. I want an AT-AT driver. I want a General Veers. I'd take an ATST. It's all those sort of, as you say, those generic, unknown. They're just grunts in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did bring out that Death Star gunner, which was a very odd one, and that obviously goes for a lot of money now. So they have got some, but they have then they teased the whatever they want to call it, the Death Star Command or whatever, and they never brought that out. So yeah, Snowtrooper. I mean, they've obviously done those, Mark. They are brilliant, but they command big bucks now as well.
And that's the problem. We get to the point now where if you don't jump on stuff day one, it's so fucking expensive. Although you get certain websites that will shove daily deals of like 130 quid, and it's not in stock, and you're acting like a payday loan to them. You get stuff like that. But generally everything is just fucking through the roof.
Yeah, more Ewoks possibly, but would people buy them? I mean, we've got Wicket. I'm not sure. I don't think I'd buy any other Ewoks, to be honest. Again, there's none of them that really stand out. They're all cunts. They're all ready to eat Han Solo, aren't they? They're all.
I mean, to be fair, if you want an Ewok, you can go out and buy the Medicon ones and things like that. Like, there's nothing to stop you buying one tomorrow.
No.
So there is bits and pieces out there already.
Commander Jerjerrod. I just think they're a bit niche. I don't think there's enough volume in them for Hot Toys to touch them. Bib Fortuna.
Probably. Yeah, I think that could be a good one.
Yeah, do you want?
But then Hot Toys would have to do Jabba. And to be fair, if they do one big standout thing, then it would probably be Jabba.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they've made weirder stuff.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there has been a lot of stuff already out for Return of the Jedi. So yeah, I think I've got most of the major ones I want, but there's always there's always something that comes out that tempts. And I say the Boosh would be however you say it. I'm never quite sure how you say it, but that I'd be interested in that definitely. But that might be it, and only really because I kind of I've got pretty much every layer apart from the Bespin dress one. So I'd probably buy it just for that because I've got most of the layers. So
yeah,
we digress.
We did.
So
We've got Toys Era teasing us with a very, very old Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I kept trying to work out why it said what looked like penis at the bottom, but I think it's PE something 15. It's like it's
POS,
isn't it? Is it? Yeah,
PO is coming.
It's PE015, but it just looks like penis. Penis coming soon.
Yeah,
they're working on the sculpt for that. But yeah. So yeah, we got old Joel from The Last of Us. So they're obviously going to bring a figure out.
Do you know what? I'd forgotten all about Toys Era.
Yeah,
you just don't hear a lot of them.
No,
really anymore. Where we used to every week something from Toys Era was coming out.
Yeah,
just don't.
I'm not really seeing Pedro Pascal in there, to be honest.
No, a little bit, but he looks more like Andy Serkis.
Yeah, it just looks a bit too chiseled for me, the jaw and everything, because he's got quite a roundy face as Pedro Pascal. He's a fuller face, I think.
Problem is, whenever I think about him now, I just think of that meme with Nicolas Cage.
Which one's that?
Have you not seen it?
I probably have, but I can't.
The one where they go like, you get me getting home from work and I just want to relax, and then it's Nicolas Cage staring at him in the car, and the camera cuts to Pedro's character, and he's sitting there grinning at him like an idiot. Like, no, we're not doing that. I'll try and find it and send it over to you because it's on all the time. Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Cool. It's really good.
So yeah, penis coming soon.
We've all said
I don't know
before.
how someone didn't spot that and think, that looks a bit weird.
Yeah, yeah, space it out a bit. But yeah. I mean, to be like, I was. It's a bit quiet lately, if I'm honest. It's a little bit quiet. I was expecting there to be a lot more stuff, like released and coming out, because we seemed to last week there was loads of stuff. Last show there was shit tons, and then this last couple of weeks it's been really quiet.
When are we going to get the these Star Wars Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary reveals kind of thing? Are they going to wait and sort of coincide it with Celebration, even though they're not going to be there? Possibly.
Maybe.
Jump on the hype train. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was expecting a few more kind of Mando-y type bits. Just because it's back on telly and, Series 2, they were churning stuff out all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but nothing really. Yeah, it's weird. Very, very weird. But yeah. In group shenanigans, we got nothing because everyone's been very well behaved and there's not really been enough come out for anyone to get upset about. Apart from everyone stripping their Mandos. That's I've seen a lot of that. And then I've seen a lot of that and I've seen a lot of people buffing their original Mandos to get a really good shine on them. That looks really good. Particularly on the quarter scale Mando. That looks good. But to be honest, if you're going to buff it, you might as well just repaint it. Yeah.
I've been tempted with that in the past, but I haven't pulled the trigger.
I'm always tempted by the quarter scale stuff because the thing is, I know if I was to buy a quarter scale Mando, my 1/6 Mando would just go in the bin. I'd have to get rid of it because the quarter scale is just absolutely fucking fantastic. Dante, yes, the weathering is massively overdone.
I think that's the general consensus. Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. He never looked like that in any of the shows or in Book of Boba Fett. Nothing. The worst that happens is he gets a bit of frost on it, and that's about it.
Yeah. And we're saying, for like what's meant to be like basically is the ultimate metal kind of impervious to everything. It can deflect a lightsaber and laser bolts. It's not going to start rusting or pitting. It's just I don't get it. It's weird. It's very fucking weird. Yeah. So what is custom this monstrosity we have in Custom Corner?
This is this is Mortarion. It's a 40k figure. One model. He's Mortarion and he is the Primarch of the Death Guard. So they're obviously a Chaos. Death Guard are all about like disease and pus and gore and that kind of stuff. So this model took fucking ages. It took about 3 weeks to paint because of there's so many little bits to it. Like all those chains that come off of it. Each one of those has like a bomb attached to it that's been flown around by a little nurgling, which is the little demon things. And then the wings are fucking massive. But I've wanted, because I had a 3D printed version, and it's great, but it's so brittle. And then I was on eBay, and normally these, if you walked into Games Workshop and you went to go buy a model, you went to buy this, it would be about £100. Everywhere else has it for about 80. I managed to pick this up part built, unpainted, for 50 off of eBay.
Wow!
So as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need it. I want it. I want an official one. And I love painting it. It's the most fun I've had painting a model in ages. And then you can get something called Yoo-hoo glue, which I've talked about before. And what that does is I don't know the practical purpose for it because it's the worst fucking glue in the world. It's so stringy that as soon as you put it on something, it just strings. You can mix it with clear red and you can mix it with clear green. So you mix it with the clear green and then on the toothpick, start putting it from point to point. Yeah, so all that snot dripping off of like the bombs and on his wings is this glue, and it dries. It dries proper hard. In fact, if I turn my camera on, I can show you because the back of it has I've got it behind me. It's kind of a better picture, and you can kind of see what I mean about it because it looks fucking disgusting. It looks really snotty. But this is also like game wise, it's a fucking like awesome model. So you see all that on the wings.
It's pretty big, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fucking huge, but all that is the glue. Mm-hmm. The way it kind of dries and catches the thing, and then like I put a load of it on the base, but it's all kind of stringing off of like here. All of that is just super glue, pretty much. Yeah. But it's an awesome figure. It is fantastic. And I like because I kind of did it all on the back there, so it's all going across. But in game, he's a beast. He's an absolute fucking savage of a thing. So that took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to, just because of how big it was, and it's fiddly as well. It's really fiddly.
What is he? Is he like? What are his? Where does he get his wings from and stuff like that?
So, back in the day, the Emperor of Mankind, he made the Primarchs, which were his sons. So these are super soldiers, bigger than normal Space Marines. They are leaders of each chapter. In the Horus Heresy, Horus, who was called the War Master, who was told to go forth and lead the Great Crusade and unite humanity across the stars. Effectively, Space Marines are just giant space racists. If you're a Xenos breed or you've gone too far down the path, they just annihilate you. Yeah. So he was one of the Primarchs. He was looked after the Death Guard. They were his legion, and they became corrupted by the forces of chaos, particularly the Nurgle side, which is the like their plague. They're effectively the Nurgle side is like the chaos god of like plague and pestilence and all of that.
Yeah.
So the idea of these wings is that they're meant to be like fly wings. And each of the Primarchs that fell to chaos in the Horus Heresy all turned into these demon Primarchs. They've all been possessed by demons.
Okay, cool.
And turned them into these absolute fucking like killing machines. So in the game, this has got like 18 wounds. You have to kill it like 18 times for it to come down. They have these contagions, which effectively he has like a 9-inch bubble around him that turns off a lot of the fancy stuff you might be able to do, cause a damage to them, and that big scythe thing gets an untold number of attacks against you.
Yeah.
But all that shit's going to change soon because 10th edition was announced yesterday. So at the moment, 40k is on 9th edition, and it's quite complicated. 10th edition they announced, and they're going to run through it properly at a big expo in a couple of months. But apparently they've massively simplified the game. Everyone's codexes that tell you how your army works all going to be taken away. You're all going to get data sheets, and there'd be a lot more universal rules. So it'd be interesting to see how they handle something like Mortarion, the other Primarchs, all the big heavy hitters. Right. The models themselves aren't going to change. They're going to be exactly the same. But it's just how you play is going to be... So if you're getting into it and you want to get into 40k, 10th edition is a really good time to get into it. Because they have like the boarding patrols and combat patrols that they do. So the combat patrols have like 500 points in a box. What they've said they're going to do is they will have their own game type. So you will go, I will play a combat patrol. You can only use what comes in that box. Okay. So it's a really good way to get people used to the rules and stuff. But it's all changing. But the plan is to try and get as much of my Death Guard painted up as I can. Plus, I've got a few 6-scale heads that have come in. I've got this one I need to finish off, which is the like little Harrison Ford one from Blade Runner. I've got that one, which isn't a bad sculpt.
No, it's not. It's probably the one that's an eBay job.
Yes, that was an eBay job, and then I've got another one from Watto that I need to finish off.
Oh yeah.
So I've got a few bits and pieces that I need to crack on with, and I've got a load of, like I said, I've got a load of like all of that down there to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a busy boy, a very busy boy.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to paint much?
I should have put a picture in here, shouldn't I? I showed you that the mech that I painted up. That was good. That was good fun. Yeah, it was a Ultramarines. I forget what it calls it. It's a dreadnought, isn't it? Dreadnought.
Yeah.
that was good fun because I found it a lot easier to paint because obviously being bigger, it's less fiddly than painting the men, if you like. So it sort of I did enjoy that. I spent a lot of time on doing that, and that was really good fun.
It looked really good. I really liked it.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting a bit better and trying to like yourself. Like I like to have them a bit beaten up and scratches and stuff like that. And we've got a load of. Son's got a load of Adeptus Mechanicus that are really cool. And
they're really good.
They are really good,
fantastic.
And their primary colour's red, so that really pops on the shelf. So we've got I've painted a few the little guys that they're like half man, and then they've got like tracks, so like a half tank kind of thing.
I know the one. I can't remember the name of them, but I know the ones. I
forget the first bit. There's like destroyers and there's vanguards and stuff like that. There's different versions, but they've got like massive fuck off guns on their shoulders and stuff. So I painted those as well. They were quite fiddly. So the thing is, what's your take on because really there's some bits in there that you need to paint before you built it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
depended on the model?
What's your view on that?
The model.
Yeah.
I this Mortarion. When I did him, the arms, the head, the little chain things. I did all those off the model, and then put them on after. Yeah. But I don't paint them in their entirety and then put them on. I do as much as I can. Like when it comes to weathering, I want everything on the model and then weather it.
Oh sure, yeah.
But when I'm just painting it up, because like with Mortarion, trying to get into like his armor and stuff and not get paint all up the roads.
This is the problem, isn't it? And then you just try and be really careful, and you're like, oh shit, I've got that all right. So you wait for that to dry, and then go back in with the other one. And so I think there's some that if I was doing it for myself, I'd definitely like look at them and go, right, okay, if I put that together, there's no way I'm getting in there, so I'll paint that bit first and stuff like that.
There's quite a lot you have to consider. Like if you're playing with them as well, you have to consider actually, do I want this all to be permanently glued, or do I want to magnetise bits so it's easier for me to pack it away and take it places? Yeah,
of course,
And then you have to think about things like say when you're painting, do I want to? How am I going to do it? But I find Games Workshop aren't. The toy industry has had pegs and things like that for years, thousands, like hundreds of years. Like pegs have been a thing for years.
Yeah.
Games Workshop don't. Obviously, the idea is they want you to buy more models, but when you look at the fact that they give you a lot of weapon choices on sprues, I can't use all of these at once. I can only have one option at a time.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to say, you'd have to be playing with utter dickheads if you went, this has got a las cannon, but for modelling purposes, it's got an auto cannon. And they go, no, it has to be an auto cannon.
Yeah, it has to be what I can see in front of me, yeah.
Those types of people you don't want to play with.
No.
Just being able to have them peg on and off would be so much easier.
Yeah, definitely. Because I never realised until my son started collecting them that how many different swap out, well, not swap out, but how many options you have for the weapons and things and all that, and you end up with almost another set of stuff that you can just. It's good because he just uses it for he sticks it on other tanks and things and turns them into Warhammer things. So it's great for him because it gives you more stuff. But it's very
you end up with loads of fodder.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and the thing is, tanks and stuff and bigger things, it's easier to kind of swap stuff in and out. Other stuff, it's a pain in the arse. Like normal troops, trying to magnetise those, it's just not worth the aggro. You might as well just try and buy extra bodies. But you can do stuff like magnets are just quite handy for things like this orc guy. He's a special character. You buy it. And it comes with a Beast Boy that you can have on there, or this guy. I was like, well, I don't know which one I'm going to use, so that's the only difference. So you just magnetise it so that he plonks on with the magnet, and then he's fine. Like, you just...
Yeah, that's cool.
Sometimes you have to kind of you just have to try and figure out a way, like, to magnetise bits and pieces. My mate's got one of the big Abominant Knights. They're like this big, and he's trying to figure out the different weapon options, and a lot of that involves having to magnetise stuff.
Yeah.
It becomes, it's just part of the hobby, but it is sometimes a bit of a pain in the arse.
I'm going to put this guy in here because because I'll show you what my solution to. I couldn't choose what I wanted him to have. Let me just do that, and I go come out of there, and then go back in. Yeah, so
Yeah, I like that.
I decided that I shoulder mounted 2 of the weapons because you had the choice of the big minigun or this I don't know what it is. It's kind of like got all like blue,
like a plasma cannon,
las cannon or something. Yeah, and then you on the side here you've got like the hand with the gun there. But there's also this flamethrower type thing. So I was like, do you know what? He's got big spaces on his shoulders here. I'm just going to shoulder mount them and have all 4 because he's not playing at the moment. No. As you say, it wouldn't even matter because you wouldn't go in and say, oh, he's got all 4 of those. It's like, he's got this and he's got this. This is just aesthetic detail kind of thing.
It's the rule of cool. If it looks cool,
hey Ben,
stick it on the model. Hey mate, exactly. It's the rule of cool. If it looks good, whack it on. When you're playing,
exactly.
The only thing that people don't the only thing you have to watch out for if you do start to play is because it's a line of sight driven game. Mm-hmm. If you start to pile stuff on your model, make it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
If say you're hiding behind a wall and all I can see is that top gun.
Yeah.
I can shoot your dreadnought.
Right. Okay.
There's no penalty for me at all to shoot that dreadnought, which is a bit silly sometimes because you can just see the barrel of something and suddenly you've managed to destroy this entire thing.
Exactly, and obviously that's not a functional weapon, and so you're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage there. So
I mean, if you were playing with me, I would go. As far as I'm concerned, those bits don't exist.
Ignore that.
If I can see them, I'm just going to ignore them. But you could get dicks that don't play like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
I'm liking
it. So that was good fun. Enjoyed painting that. So it was good.
Yeah, I'm very much loving the 40k painting at the moment.
Yeah, it's good fun. I'm still working on my my sort of D&D figures. I've built a diorama, so I'll be showing that on a few shows time. But I've still got some figures to paint up. It's looking pretty good. Because I've always wanted to pick up a dragon, but the prices of the dragons are insane for like something that's half decent size. But I
go
just
down
picked
the
up
printed option.
Yeah, well, I've solved it because McFarlane have started bringing out their dragons again, and they just bought out a new one, and it's 40 quid, and it's massive, it's huge, it's brilliant. It comes with a base, so basically I've got him. And I've put him, and then I've built a little diorama with it sort of in the temple, and then I've got my beholder in there and giant spider and stuff like that. I've got like 9 characters that are in the group, and they're fighting various monsters and stuff. So I've just got about three figures left to paint up, and then I can show it on the show. But yeah, it's looking good so far. So that's cool. But yeah, the dragon's really cool. It's about 12, 13 inches high, and that would if you were buying equivalent size from these, it'd be like 200-300 quid.
You're starting to look at Titan size stuff.
Yeah. So when I saw that pop up, I mean, I've been waiting ages for it. It took ages to come out, but I finally got it a few weeks ago. So that was cool. It's all fully painted and everything. Doesn't need anything doing to it.
Yeah.
But
It's all ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Cool. So what you been watching, Pete? Because I've not seen any of these
stuff. No. So, you've been watching The Last of Us, haven't you?
No, I've not seen it yet.
Oh, right. Because you said you haven't got anything. You were going to just wait till it was all finished or something and then binge it.
Yeah, I've not had a chance yet. I mean, look, talk about it. I'm not fussy. I played the games. No. I pretty much know what happens anyway.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't need to talk. I mean, yeah. So basically, did you have a couple of strike days last week with the teachers?
No. So I was lucky slash
Did
unlucky.
you not?
They didn't do it in the
Yeah.
end at my boys' school.
Oh, okay. So my son was off Wednesday and Thursday last week, and they hadn't really set a lot of work when they'd done it before when they had single days. So we figured it's not going to be a lot, and it wasn't really. So
I don't think they've got the brass
Thursday,
fucking neck, do they?
No.
To go,
no,
we're
like,
striking it. Always a load of work.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. So on the Thursday morning, we went and saw 65 with Adam Driver, which wasn't bad actually. It was all right. It's basically
I know a couple
the
of people
premises.
that have seen it.
Yeah, I think
And
it just needed more
they all
dinosaurs.
say watch it on Netflix.
Yeah,
Don't
it's one of
pay to
those
see it.
things. Yeah, we had some cheap like Groupon tickets that cost us like £6 each or something. So but basically, yeah, they're another rate. They're a race somewhere out in the universe. They're sort of humanoid, but basically humans. But they go on a mission and they crash land on Earth. But obviously it's Earth 65 million years ago, and the rocks coming to the not Dwayne Johnson, the big asteroid meteor is coming to obviously take out. So it's not bad. It's all right. It's basically like him and it's just sort of like a two-hander. It's him and one of the female sort of passengers, because he had passengers in like cryo sleep and they all died and stuff. But yeah, that wasn't bad. And then the very next day we went and saw Shazam, Fear of the Gods, and I really enjoyed that. I quite liked the first Shazam. It was good. Like, it was quite comical, like tongue in cheek, quite funny. And this one was a good laugh as well. Because it's like they unleash. There's like dragons, there's minotaurs, cyclops, all those kind of Greek mythology kind of monsters and everything. So it's really good, and we enjoyed it. And you get a little cameo from Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Because I didn't know. Is she the only one that's left?
They deep fake that.
Did they?
It's not even her. It's a different actress.
No, okay.
But
right.
I think she's the only one left. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all like gone, haven't they? They've all been scattered to the winds now. But so that was good, and we've got tickets to see Dungeons and Dragons next Friday, and that's getting really good reviews.
Yeah.
People are saying that's really good. So
that looks really good.
It's good fun. It's a good laugh, and it's very true to the source material and stuff. It follows those kind of like original rules. There's a brilliant little cameo from the cartoon characters from the old Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Cool.
They're in the arena. Yeah. So that's really cool, little Easter egg, and it looks really good. You got Chris Pine, you got Hugh Grant, stuff like that, and I just love the trailer where you got the gelatinous cube and the displacer beast, all like the really classic monsters, the Beholder, things like that that I remember from 30 odd years ago when I was playing it. So yeah, that's going to be good fun. Last of Us. So that finished last week. Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. From what I remember, it was very faithful to the game. Although there's a lot less encounters with the infected and the clickers, because obviously in the game you're like constantly like running from them and trying to be quiet and stuff. There's a lot less of that. It's obviously more sort of drama focused, and I think a lot more. I suppose a bit like The Walking Dead, where it's more about their interactions with other survivors than necessarily the infected. But no, it was really good. I think Pedro Pascal was excellent. Bella Ramsey took a bit of getting used to. She's a bit of an odd looking girl, but she kind of she grew on me a bit, and it was really enjoyable. It was really good, and it's kind of the ending's really good. It's the same as the game and everything, and obviously they're going to be filming the second series. And when I was on with Ben Sunday, we were having a bit of a chat about whether or not they'll follow the how religiously they'll follow the plot.
I think they've already said they're not going to be overly.
Yeah,
I think that they do that. They do think most of them normally say is, "Oh, well, we're not going to be like beholden to the game."
No. And obviously the second game is a bit more, divisive and not necessarily favourable to Joel's character. So and obviously like Pedro Pascal is a massive part of the success of this, and he's kind of like the main man at the moment, isn't he? And so I think I can see them kind of digressing a little bit from the game, but definitely catch it when you can. It's really good production values, and just had that look of like straight off the screen from the game. You've got classic scenes like with the giraffes and stuff like that. And
I definitely will watch it. I just haven't had a chance yet.
No, and it'd be good to binge watch it, rather than having to wait week on week for it. That'd be good. Yeah, Nicolia says, odds we get a Shazam teaser on April 1st again from Hot Toys. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
we did
retool the one that we didn't make before.
Yeah, that's it. We just dust it off.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
did. We booked tickets to go see Mario when that comes out.
Oh, you've booked that as well. Yeah, what day are you going?
The day it comes out. We're going to take the boy after school. Yeah.
So we're seeing it on the Friday, so we can talk about that as celebration because we've both seen it by then.
Yes. Yeah. We booked it. We're going to do it in 4DX.
Ah, brilliant.
Because it's something like that. Pretty much have to do that in 4DX. So yeah, I'm proper looking forward to that.
Yeah, it does.
I'm looking forward to that more than I have any right to look forward to.
Yeah, but it's great because it looks really good. And we're really looking forward to it. And like we play a lot of Mario Kart and stuff, so it's good seeing the little Mario Kart bit in there and everything. Yeah. And so that's going to be cool. So we're seeing that on the Friday, that's my birthday on the Friday. So going out for the day and watching that and everything.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good. Look forward to that.
Yeah, it'd be good.
So
it will be good, mate.
So just thought I'd stick a reminder in that in case you hadn't heard that OFAC is going to Celebration in just over 2 weeks' time on the Saturday. Obviously, as we said, we're going to be we'll be there. We'll be handing out. You've got some stickers we can hand out to people. I've done the NFC cards, so we can start shoving them in people's faces and that next to their phones, and that takes them to the CW network if they're not aware of it already. So yeah, we've got some of those, and we're just looking forward to. Well, like as we said before, we will be meeting in person for the first time ever, which is I'm looking forward to. And,
it seems weird that we just haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I know. Well, we did this show 3 years, something like that now.
Yeah.
So, and we're just lazy asses because we don't live that far from each other. We just haven't got round to doing anything. So, maybe after this we'll make it a more regular. A couple of times a year or something. We'll sort something out. But finally it's happening, and obviously we looking forward to meeting any of you guys that are going. So we'll work out a way of doing it. I know that Lee Ward's got a chat group going. From Good, the Bad and the Robots with a load of guys in there, so maybe join that and get in on the chat. But yeah, I mean obviously everyone's getting their passes and stuff now, so it's this shit is real, and I'm just starting to wonder what to take, like food, drink wise, or just buy stuff there, just get ripped off there. I don't know.
I go to the Excel every year for like work stuff. It's expensive in there, and you'll be queuing up for ages for food.
Yeah.
It's not such a problem at lunch, but I bring a couple of bottles of like drink and stuff like that. I'm just gonna bring a backpack with a few bits in.
Yeah, a bottle of water, a couple of cans of drink, and some crisps or something. Yeah, just to tide you over. And we'll try. We'll go out for a meal or something in the evening when it's all done. So that'd be good. Yeah. So That'll be Saturday the 8th. We're there.
Yes, the 8th. So yeah,
right,
that'd be.
So
and yeah,
we are going courtesy of these very generous Patreon members. So yeah, just give a massive shout out to Ian Seaby, Rene Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Leddy, David Jones, Sam Gist, Dominator, Joao Brader, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Guns Figs, Bad Fish, Toy Cartel, Danny Lee, Dini Martin, Stephen Crett, Big Fern, Susan Mariquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Brabonsky, Rick De Gregorio, John the Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Owen Assassina, The Illustrious Rainer, Alid Morgan, Takathri Wah, Derek Bezazinski, Aries Portillo, Mark Randolph, Alvin J, Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Mazer, D-Rock, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Don Maton, Jimmy James, Stephen Purchase, Sean Yahtzee, Scott Bradley, Stephen Rhys Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer. Again, thank you very much for your continued support. Yeah, I got to stream with Sean Yahtzee, Sean Useby, as Dean would say, on Ben's show last week, on the
nice.
Let's Get Nuts. You should try and get on there. It's quite a decent time. It's like 10 o'clock Sunday night.
Not bad. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
okay.
so I've been jumped on a couple, and it's good. He's having like different people on there, and yeah, it was good to stream with Sean. That was the first.
It's even better in the summer when the clocks change.
Yeah,
it's easier to get onto some of the American stuff than
exactly. Yeah, so it's been quite nice. So I've kind of jumped on that because it's very difficult to get on with some of the US guys unless you want to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning. So it's a nice sort of Sunday afternoon slot for Ben, and it means I can jump on. So yeah, give us a shout.
Yeah,
give
cheers,
a shout
Ben.
if you fancy
Definitely
being
give
on
you a
one
shout.
week. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, if you're not, I'm going to put a link to the Patreon in there. If you're not already a Patreon member, you can join up. You're more than welcome. You have the $5 a month hot seat. Gets you all the digital benefits: Ox After Dark, replay, Patreon chat. $7.50 a month gets you the Sweet Angel tier. Gets you a sticker sent straight to your door, as well as access to Ox After Dark replay. Certified Crispy, $15 a month gets you a certificate on first pledge and benefits of the previous tiers. And the Water Guy gets you the exclusive POG Deluxe set on first pledge. Doubles all the stickers we send, so you can give them to your friends and family, and all the benefits of the previous tiers. So the March sticker is the Papa Ox Collective Weekly sticker. Apparently it's a parody of some American, I don't know what it is, an advert for something that Zach saw, and it was something similar to that. So Manny knocked up a Papa Ox. That's cool. But the best sticker we have seen so far, the April Patreon benefit, will be the OFAC celebration sticker. So specially designed for celebration.
Yep, I'll be posting them out to Zach this weekend.
Yep. So you're sending out a consignment to Zach to send out to the international members. But obviously, we'll have a stack left over. So if you come and find us at celebration, then we will hand out a sticker. You'll have a sticker for your endeavours.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that'd be cool. It's a nice sticker. That nice bit of collaboration between you and Manny on that one. So yeah, looking forward to. Do they look good? They look good in hand.
Yeah. They've got like a yellow circle round them, like round the outside, a yellow border.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look really good. Really good.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with them.
Excellent.
So yeah,
excellent.
We'll get those out.
Yeah, come and get a sticker. Come find us. So you can also become a YouTube channel member, support us that way. So read out, we've got Mojo Z78, Absolute Irwin, LV Avenger 702, OMFG Rick, S-Beam, Andrew Side B, Daminator, Sam Gist, Thomas Clark, Benjamin Hanson, Chris V, Big Old Fern, Cram, Alvin J, Single Songwriter, Jake, OG Fan, Mark Pearson, Ben Thomas, Paul Schreiber, Andrew Gibo, CC3PO, Carlito, CT603, Eddie Mendez, B Chan, Fat Batman, Justin Sports Card Museum, Philip the Fool, Kinky Spinkter, Universal Key, Eclectic Collector, and Takar 3. Thank you. If you want to join up there, if you're already on the Patreon, you can join for 99 cents a month. Gets you loyalty badges, emojis, and member shout-outs. I believe there's some very generous memberships were donated by a couple of the guys on After Dark. Some of the watchers, I think Paul Schreiber maybe, and Bob Dylan, I think. Apologies if I forgot the wrong people, but that's what. So yeah, I think they bagged some new emojis or something, so some new stuff coming up there. If you're not a Patreon but you want to become a YouTube channel member, you can join the Peanut Gallery for $2.99 a month. Gets you perks from the previous levels and member shout-outs on the show. Here is the aforementioned yellow circle around the logo. So yeah, we've got the OFAC Celebration T-shirt on TeePublic now. Mine's on its way, but it's coming from the States, so I'm getting a bit concerned that whether it's going to make it or not. It should do. But you might be better off if you're. No, what I was thinking, you'd probably be better off because you've got the design, haven't you? You've got the digital.
Yeah.
Just find somewhere in the UK that will do it.
Yeah.
Like Moonpig or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what. Because after I'd ordered it, I thought, that probably would have been more sensible. So I think that's the way you'll need to go, because this I ordered on like the 12th, and what are we, 23rd, and it's still like leaving country or something like that. So I mean, we've got 2 weeks left. It will come, but I think you
it starts to cut it a bit fine, doesn't it?
So yeah, just if I was you, just go on just find a UK site, black T-shirt, and just get them to print it on there.
Yeah,
I've gone with the black one, so. But that's cool. So yeah, I mean, if you fancy getting one, either go on TeePublic, but as I say, it might be better if you really want to get one to hit Ian up, and we can send you the file, and you can get it. Not that I don't see why anyone would want us on their T-shirt. It's very much a personal thing. But yeah, maybe the stickers are enough for most people, but it's there if anyone's interested anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure we can sort something out.
Yeah. So, just quickly before we kind of go through the rest of the network, what are we thinking about? Are we going to possibly go 3 weeks and do a show, not do one just before celebration?
Because we kind of hit that weird time, didn't we? Because if we went 2 weeks from now, when we're meant to be on, would be the 6th.
Yeah, so 2 days before.
So 2 days before. So I think we do that as a normal scheduled one.
Okay, but not have any sort of, yeah.
And then, because then we go that weekend, and then maybe we look at doing one the following week.
Okay.
We could do like a special or something the following week.
Yeah, we could, and then go 3 weeks to the next one to get us back
maybe even try and get something out on the Tuesday or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Or because the thing is, I'd say, well, we can jump on Sunday night or something, but we need time to get back and actually prepare it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I think the Thursday would work, because obviously we don't clash with small talk because of the time differences and stuff. Yeah. So we could definitely do something that week, and then we might just take a slightly longer, do 3 weeks from there just to get us back on normal schedule. But as you say, we'll iron that out. And obviously, some of the stuff we shoot there we'll just upload straight to the Collecting Weekly like Facebook and stuff. But we'll try and put something a bit more professional together. For the Badfish, frozen food. What you fishing out there? Anything nice? we will see you guys. I think before a couple of days before celebration. But yeah, it'll probably be quite a short one, and we'll have obviously all the cool stuff coming up after the show. But yeah, so what is that? What's a pierogi? I'm intrigued now. We must find out.
What's a what? Oh, pierogi. Oh, okay.
Pierogi.
Oh, no idea.
I'm
no
googling
idea.
it. It's
some deep fried.
oh, it's
something.
like a dumpling, like a Polish dumpling.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good. Sour cream, processed cheese sauce, cheddar cheese, and butter. Sounds very healthy and very yummy. So
it's the most American sounding thing I've heard in a while.
yeah, they're filled dumplings. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Potatoes in dough. Brilliant. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That'd do it.
Deep fried
That'd be the one.
potatoes. Yeah, exactly.
That'd do it.
Sounds perfect. Yeah. Well, enjoy. So I shall let you take us through the rest of the network, mate.
Yeah. So this is us. This is everything we do. We've got Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing, where they unbox your deepest, darkest dreams. We got After Dark, which is the seedier side of collecting. Collectors Club, which you have to be a special member to get in. You have to have at least 20 box figures in a dungeon somewhere to become a member. We got the Reissue, which is a self-help group for people who can't quite get the grips with reissues. Question of the Week. It's a different question every week. It's quite explanatory. Ox PD. That's the slot that fills. Yep. Well, that's the slot that fills Zach's latest hobby. That sits in there. This is something to do with driving around pretending you're a policeman. I think, if I'm honest, it was a pilot first. Now it's a policeman. I just think he's got something for the uniforms.
Yeah.
We've got Live and Let Die. The Dungeons and Dragons type thing, which is they were doing it before it was cool, so it's now coming back in. Bricks and Brews getting pissed up and making Lego. Who would have thought that would be a show in this day and age? But it is
Exactly.
like a pissed up Lego Masters. We've also got OFAC, the jewel in the crown, the reason we get up every day, the glue that holds the network together, us. Small Talk, which is our counterpart on the Thursday when we're not here, doing the little small things, the little 6-inch figures and whatnot. Great show.
Yeah.
And Pose Wars, which I've not seen one in a little while, but they strike a pose and have a competition about it. So what more could you want?
I was all set to go. I said that I might go on Small Talk last week, and I think it was due to be it was like half 1 in the morning.
I saw that.
And so I was like, yeah, I'll be there. And I sort of, I went to sleep early-ish, so I got a few, and I set my alarm, and I think I must have I heard the alarm, woke up, and my head just went, fuck off, I'm going back to sleep, and that was it. I went back to sleep. just went no. I felt a little bit bad, but it wasn't there was plenty of guys on there, and Sean was like, oh, we might have Pete joining. And so, apologies if you were looking forward to seeing me on there, but
it wasn't just Sean sitting alone waiting for you, going. Oh,
no, that would have been bad. But there was a good crowd on there, so I wasn't missed. But I will try and I like to get on as many shows as possible, but the time difference just doesn't work sometimes. But if you're interested, Ben Thomas has Ben Thomas has got a new Sunday night show, Let's Get Nuts, and it's he does it on a Sunday afternoon Canadian time, so it works well for me because it's like 9-10 o'clock at night, so I can jump on. So that's been quite nice, getting to stream with some of the stateside guys.
The only issue with it being that late on a Sunday night is that time of night. After eating a mammoth roast dinner on a Sunday, I'm either going to be absolutely comatose or I'm going to be farting like a trooper. That night will be on pause 90% of the time I'd ever be on.
What's different? to normal, mate. You keep
That
telling
is
me
very
you're doing
true.
that constantly as it is. So
That is very true.
You've had plenty of practice keeping the
exactly
the,
the farts off. Yeah.
And then as beautiful Ben says, who wouldn't want an Ian and Pete tea? Perfect, Ben. You're a man. So
exactly that.
Yep. So if you're tuning in, Ben Thomas show, give him a like, subscribe to his channel. You'll see a lot of the CW guys popping up on his show, and if you're watching, I'll see you there on Sunday. All right.
Yeah.
That's it, mate.
Cool beans.
Good
I think
show.
that's pretty much done, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice one. It's been a pleasure, as per always.
Yep. Definitely.
And
thanks
we
for
will see
everybody.
you lovely people in 2 weeks'
in
time.
the chat. Yep.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
See you later.
So yeah.
Cheers, all.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.